Good evening, everyone. I'm Nathan, here with my Monopoly-loving wife, Laura.
Hi!
And here's our video on our Monopoly collection, but mostly Laura's.
It's our Monopoly collection.
Ours, yes.
You add to it just as much as I do.
I do.
Yeah, so we've done kind of some board game collection, a board game collection video a while ago. We've done some hauls. We just wanted to highlight just how many Monopoly things we had today, though, because we love Monopoly.
And the answer is too many.
More than you can see just on screen here.
I think the thumbnail shows a bit more, but there's still even more that you can't see.
Yes, so we're kind of going to go through, show you what we have. It's not just like Monopoly board games.
But other Monopoly paraphernalia.
Yes, kind of side things as well. So, we're kind of buried here, so forgive us.
Key-rings and arrows and tins.
Alright, well how about we start right here. So this was it Cash Grab, I think,
yes.
Monopoly. It's a gun where you shoot money and things out. That's just gone everywhere.
The aim is to basically catch the money as it's flying down, and there's not a lot else to it.
Yeah, so...
It's a novelty, but it
is a game. It's still in the game category.
Yes.
So we then have Monopoly Dice.
Yes, so it's... The closest I can think of is it would play similar to like Pass the Pigs. Not Pass the Pigs. Maybe like Yahtzee. You roll the dice and you've got to make different combinations and things to get properties and all that. So
yeah, I think we've sort of lost some dice.
Well, it already was missing, I think, 1 or 2 dice when I bought it. But it's actually quite hard to find, so I picked it up anyway.
Yes. Alright, I don't really know where to sort of...
I've got a 10 here. I'm going to remove this 10. Look, it's got all the some of the properties around the edge.
This is really cool. I think this came in a Monopoly show bag that you could get at the Melbourne show. That's where I picked it up, at least.
We're from Australia, by the way. Melbourne show, Melbourne, Australia.
Yes, we are. Yeah, so just a nice little tin that came with it. There's a few other things from that show bag as well. There was a full set of magnets.
They've actually been worn and loved over the last few years, so...
Yes, so we only have the 10, $100 and $500 notes left, but there was like a 1, a 5, a 50, a 20.
There's also full of Ushis for some reason. I didn't realise we still had them around, but there you go.
Of course.
Alright, let me roll that away. There you go.
Also from the Monopoly show bag is a $500 note stress ball.
No thing.
Not that it's ball shaped, but yeah, that one has survived a lot better than the magnets.
That was sort of just sitting on a shelf rather than being used. Shall I try and get rid of my pile so you can move some of your pile over here?
Sure, let's go through some of these.
Alright, we have Monopoly The Avengers. It's a circle board.
Yeah.
We haven't played this one, but I believe it plays a bit differently. It's one of 2 Avenger Monopolies that I'm aware of. The other one comes with a whole bunch of nice like golden figures and all that. It looks much nicer.
This one's plastic. So.
Yeah, it was more of a general release. The other one's a bit more specialty.
On my lap here, it's getting a little bit heavy. I might just move 1 or 2. We have my first Monopoly. We got this for our kids. We have 2 young boys. And it's totally different to like regular Monopoly, but you know, a good way to introduce kids to board games.
It functions reasonably well, although he gets a little bit confused on the road sometimes.
Yeah, it's an electronic Mr. Monopoly in a car. Alright, you can keep going with your pile.
Alright, here we have NRL Edition Monopoly. I used to have an AFL edition. I don't think I've got it anymore. It's just all the teams and things from NRL. Yeah. There's not much else to say about that. I think there's 2 releases of this too.
There you go. We do obviously collect Monopoly. Sometimes we have to get rid of some. I mean, just look at the astronomical amount of them. I mean, we can't keep everything. So we have some sealed ones still that we just haven't got around to like reviewing on the channel. This is the Hobbit and Unexpected Journey Monopoly. There is another Hobbit one. Now,
was this the not great one and the other one was the better one in terms of quality, or vice versa? I can't remember.
Can't remember. So that one's still sealed, so can't sort of say too much about that.
I bought that as a gift for Laura back when the damn movie first came out.
Yeah, I've had that one for a while. I think maybe we should try and reduce this pile a little bit, just in case it tries to
that's fine.
Crush us.
It's also, on your side.
Nathan keeps knocking the cord on our lights.
No, I don't. Maybe I do.
Yes. Alright, so this is something we have reviewed, actually. They're like scratch cards to play like a edited version of Monopoly. And
it actually works really well. It's just a pity that once you obviously use the card, you can't use it again and then you're done.
Yeah, it also came with a little Monopoly keyring. You could actually scratch with, there's a whole series of these, but obviously...
I think it was Clue or Cluedo, wherever you come from.
There is in Boggle, maybe?
Boggle.
Alright, the rest of the things at the top of this pile...
Watch them fall forward so we don't forget them again.
No. We have Monopoly the card game.
What's surprising is there's actually a lot of different Monopoly the card games. I think a lot of them play differently.
They do, yeah. We've not played this one. It's one that we've kind of got more
This one's
recently.
from Top Cards, that's like Top Trumps, isn't
Trumps,
it?
I think so, yeah. We also have a Monopoly deal. In fact, there's another...
Oh yes, the airline version.
Yeah, Monopoly Deal Airline Edition 2 from Singapore Airlines.
We don't know if they play differently because I don't think we've played one or the other. I can't remember.
No, I think they do play the same, but maybe someone can let us know. We'll check them out eventually. Alright, something a little different. This is an electronic board game version. It's just like a little sort of keyring thing. I collect keyrings as well as Monopoly.
Yes, there is also keyrings around.
There sure are. Again, there was a few different releases.
Does it still work or has the battery's gone down?
No, it still turns on. So, I've obviously kept it sealed because it's for a collection, but
You can also get Candyland and Trouble.
You could.
Well, there you go.
This is another cool one. You don't see many of these. It's the Monopoly Pinball Game Pen.
These are expensive and hard to find, which is weird because it's just a pen.
They are. And again, they released, I think, different board
There's
games.
a Mousetrap one, if I recall.
Could be, yeah. So you can actually play pinball and, it's meant to be a working pen.
Didn't that come out like late 90s or something?
I was going to say, it was a working pen when it came out.
2004. So quite some time. In fact, the plastic's starting to yellow.
Maybe wouldn't work anymore if you opened it. Alright, we have, this one we have reviewed, Jurassic Park Monopoly.
It came out this year.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Sorry. Check out the review if you want to see more of that one.
Oh god, it's still going.
It is. I shouldn't have pushed it. Then we have Monopoly Junior. It's still going. That's so distracting. I won't push it again, I promise. I forgot how long it went for. Monopoly Junior. This is kind of the step up, I suppose, from my first Monopoly.
They only deal in very low currency amounts and properties and things. I think you buy tickets to things.
Yeah, I think so. I didn't have it as a kid, so...
But we got it because obviously our two boys, specifically one of them, enjoys board games.
Yeah. So this is an older Toll Toys edition of Monopoly that comes in, obviously, the smaller square
I think most of
box.
these were in Australia, judging from the kangaroo at the Toll Toys. Probably can't see, but there's a little kangaroo at the end of their logo.
Another newer one, Monopoly Bid, so again another Monopoly
And that's actually on our channel as well.
Yeah.
It went pretty well, I think, if I recall, when I played it. When we played it, I couldn't play it by myself.
No,
How
it's not
sad
solitaire.
you take me
We have a set of Monopoly playing cards. I think they were Showbag as well. Yeah. So they just have Mr. Monopoly on the back. There's nothing kind of fancy
just
about them.
Just a neat little thing, but yeah.
This one's more interesting though. This is Express Monopoly, a card game, and this is in particular the Kellogg's edition. Yeah, Kellogg's Cornflakes edition.
So another one that it's very hard to find.
You had to redeem like tokens off your boxes of Kellogg's cereal when I was a kid. I want to say 1993.
So that's some time ago.
Some time ago, yeah. I'm not young anymore.
Not a spring chicken.
No. Then we have Monopoly Ultimate Banking.
See, I don't like the Ultimate Banking ones. It's too fiddly. Everyone's like, they always say, no money, never lose it and all that, but I always find it takes so much longer when you play an electronic game.
Fair enough. Alright, do you want to clear some of that section, or do you want me to keep going over here?
I'm running out of space here, so...
Okay, well how about I share what else I've got sitting next to me, then we can move some there.
Yes, please.
Alright, so...
I want to show...
Oh, sorry. So this is something you picked up.
I did. I found it on eBay and I thought it looked pretty interesting. It's basically licensed how to use Mr. Monopoly and like these images and what you can and can't do with like his likeness, and has a whole bunch of promo images you can print out and stick wherever.
Licensing style guide.
Something that wouldn't be just generally available to the public.
No, not usually, you wouldn't think. And this one is another recent addition to the collection. It is the 85 Years of Monopoly Family Moments Monopoly Stamp Set. Whew.
Actually called Monopoly the murder board game because of the amount of fights we get over it.
So it's just got a set of Australian postage stamps in there, all with like Mr. Monopoly and some of the iconic parts of the board.
I like my Pokemon stamps better than what I got.
Do you now?
I do.
I think they're still selling these. Maybe
They didn't last very long, most of them.
No.
Look, it's Monopoly Pizza Game, which actually plays quite a bit differently, if I recall, to an original Monopoly.
It does, yes. And there's pizza involved.
There is, and
So...
if I recall last time I ran out of all pizza slices and I had a very dull game because you can't go bankrupt in it.
Right. Okay. So this one's not official, whereas I think everything else in the video is. But it goes along with Monopoly. You can add this super add-on board to the middle of your Monopoly board.
And it adds a whole bunch of extra spaces and properties and things to do and all that.
Yeah, so again, not an official thing, but yeah, you can add it on and play, which is quite
Teach your old Monopoly new tricks. I think it's one of the
Why
only
not?
things that exists that does that, if I'm aware.
Yeah. Then we have one of many Star Wars Monopoly editions.
It's got that cheapness factor like the Avengers one does. You know,
Yeah.
round board, plastic figures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, not the best one out of them. Then we have our Nintendo Monopoly, which is very cool.
I think it was a wedding present or an anniversary. No.
It was a wedding present from some of our friends. They know us very well.
Have we reviewed that on the channel?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
So some of these, the reviews are up if you want to see them in more depth as well.
And our goal is to try and get to all of them at some point, but there's a lot of work needed to film these.
Yes, there is. Then we have
Not the damn puzzle.
the puzzle, the Australian Community Relief Edition Monopoly Jigsaw Puzzle. We did this on the channel. We learnt we're not very good at puzzles, and it took a long time.
And it was irritating. The puzzle itself was fine,
Yeah,
but just not when you're rushing to do it.
on camera.
No.
Yeah, that's awkward. We probably won't do that again.
Nope.
Then we have Monopoly Millionaire.
Oh, look how cool he is. Look at him.
Yeah.
Don't you want to be cool like that?
Oh. Alright, how about we get this one out of the way down here if I can.
Now this I got you as an
reach it.
anniversary present at some point.
I don't think I can. Hang on.
Yeah, so we're trying to pick up the Platinum Edition, which is a massively heavy, shiny box.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to show up if the lights are reflecting.
Hey, did you know this is also on our channel? You can watch the review of it.
This is one of the first ones we reviewed, actually. Yeah, so the Platinum Edition, the board is
Like a plastic.
solid, which is why the box is this big. It
Doesn't fold down.
Yeah.
Nope.
So, yeah, you can check the review out on that one if you would like. Hang on. Sorry. Whew. Just got to safely put it back down. Now we have room.
Yay!
Do you want to reduce your pile, perhaps, a little bit?
This is a recent one I got Laura. It's a Mr. Monopoly beauty
Funko Pop figure.
second prize, a beauty contest. You know, that classic Monopoly card you got $10 or something.
Of course.
So you got second prize, having a bouquet of flowers. It's Mr. Monopoly, and
It's very cool.
yeah, we've got a couple of Pop Funkos. Not a lot, but we had to get this one.
Yeah, you have to get a Monopoly one, of course. Then this is one of, I think, the best
Spin-offs.
spin-offs, yeah, like that has actual different gameplay. It's Monopoly Hotels. Yeah, totally different. I mean, it doesn't need to be Monopoly. It could be called something else totally, but
Now,
it is fun to play.
Where did we get this?
In America.
On our honeymoon, because of course we're buying board games on our honeymoon.
Of course. This one's another recent one for us. It's the Hasbro Gaming Road Trip edition of Monopoly, which we haven't played, but we think it plays maybe slightly differently.
And when Laura says recently, I meant I bought it several years ago and then forgot I had it and gave it to a present.
You only gave it to me
Yes.
recently.
So it's not
yes.
actually a new version of it.
No.
Oh, and here we have the Millennium Edition. You know, the Y2K bug and all that. I think all the pieces were neon or something, or like transparent, if I recall.
Something special about it, of course.
Oh yeah, they're all like transparenty, red and blues and all that.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Then we have one, I think I reviewed maybe without you on the channel at one
I
point.
think I was either sick or away or something.
Which is the Indiana Jones Monopoly. It comes in the crate. And it's actually a really cool edition.
It's actually a really nice edition.
Yeah.
It's one of my favourites probably out of all of them.
Yeah, especially the packaging. They went above and beyond for that.
Alright, bit of rearranging. Let's keep on going.
Alright, so shall we go over here then? This is the next tallest pile.
I haven't even heard of this. Is it some sort of singer?
We have Queen Monopoly. Big fan of Queen, so of course Queen Monopoly have to have that.
I think these were the Spotlight years ago had a clearance.
Lincraft.
Lincraft?
Yeah.
Had a clearance of all Monopolies. They were like $20 each, I think.
Which is a really weird place to sell Monopolies in the first place.
Yeah, which Lincraft is like a crafting store for craft.
Crafting store for
I
craft. We have the Monopoly Arcade Pac-Man edition, which is pretty unique because it's got the little
You've got to like play Pac-Man
machine
to win money or something. I haven't played it yet. I haven't got around to it.
But you've got to catch them all though, so it's Pokemon Monopoly.
So it's the original Pokemon Monopoly. They've released a whole bunch of other Monopolies. Yeah. In fact, we've got one of them somewhere here. Or did I not have that one?
We've only got one Pokemon Monopoly.
Oh, well, there's a whole bunch more they released a couple of years ago, I think. So.
Yeah. It's cool. It's got little like Pokemon pieces.
Pokemon pieces.
Yeah. Alright, then we have... This is one of the long box ones, which are actually difficult to store.
A lot of the USA versions, or like US property ones, I think
there
it's like this.
So Pirates of the Caribbean, specifically on Stranger Tides.
Is that the fourth movie? Third,
I think it's the fourth, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, they started getting progressively more strange, as if they weren't really strange enough.
Yeah. Up here, I've got a couple of smaller collectibles. These are Monopoly Millionaire key rings.
Did they come in bonbons?
Yeah, they came in Monopoly Millionaire, like Christmas crackers, bonbons. They're the same on one side with the logo, and on the back you have keys to my supercar and keys to my private jet.
But you've got the keys to my heart. Oh wait, no, you don't. You've only got those two.
Alright, then we have, this is an official Monopoly Classic Collector's Piece keyring. Wow, they really want to give you some mouthfuls with these. So it's the boot.
It just says boot on the back of the barcode.
Yeah, it's boot keyring, and there was at least 3 other ones as well.
Did I get that somewhere? I can't remember what we got.
Yeah, I think you bought that for me somewhere. And this is actually...
the little itty bitty one.
Yeah, so another keyring. This is actually the first keyring I got. This is what started my keyring collection.
She may have a problem with collecting things.
I might have. But yeah, it's a little mini version of Monopoly. It actually opens up. I say as I can't get it open. It shows the board there.
And there's little pieces in there too.
And then there's a little...
like drawer,
which I can't get out because of my nails. Oh, I'm opening it the wrong way. And in there it has a little dice and a little hat playing piece. So you can't actually play it, but
it's just neat.
It's unique, yeah. Oh, and there's the money bag piece in there as well. So, very cool.
Alright, here's one we got recently in one of our massive hauls. It's
check out that video.
New Zealand Edition Monopoly. It's pretty knackered. It's still pretty neat though.
Yeah. It's the first New Zealand one we've ever owned, so...
No, it isn't.
Oh, okay.
I had bought one ages ago, which I think we got rid of because when we bought it was missing most of the pieces, if I recall.
That's always a shame.
Yes.
Alright, so this is another one I think we have reviewed on the channel.
The Coca-Cola.
Yeah, so just all things Coca-Cola themed. They're collectibles.
Yeah, and it's actually quite a nice one.
Yeah.
As terms of themed ones go.
This one is definitely not mine.
Yes, it is. It's Monopoly.
It is Monopoly. This is one of Nathan's Monopolies, which is Zelda.
Yeah, I think it's based off some sort of band or something. I'm not sure.
Oh, no. Obviously based off the games.
The Legend of Zelda. It's brand new. I haven't opened it because I've got it as a collectible. From what I can see, it looks reasonable.
Yeah.
I don't know how much else to say on it because I haven't opened it.
Then we have our, I guess, just general version we play, essentially.
Now, what colour is that supposed to be? Is that supposed to be wee yellow or white?
This is meant to be white. I've had this for longer than I've known Nathan, and it was stored on a shelf with other board games. That shelf happened to be in front of a window, and so the box has yellowed. Yeah, but like I said, this is the one we get out when we want to play Monopoly.
Because it's just a general one.
Yeah. We have the Australia Post
Another
edition.
one that's on our channel.
Yep, and you could order this via Australia Post. This I know they do still have at the time we're filming this.
In fact, we went to the post office the other day and they still had it for sale on the stands.
Yeah, so it's just based on like our postal system. It's got, what are they called, the postmarks from different places in Australia on there.
What else have we got?
Alright, we have...
oh yes, the Movember.
Monopoly to support the Movember charity.
They were clearing these out for $5 at Big W.
Yeah.
At the end of November. So.
Which is funny because $5 from everyone that you purchased went to November. So
did they make
made any money then in the end? I guess not.
Alright.
This one we reviewed recently. This is the Doctor Who Monopoly.
Doctor Who. Doctor Who.
The 50th anniversary collector's edition specifically.
I'm running out of space.
Great. Alright, so then we have the Victorian Charity Edition. We live in Victoria in Australia.
I don't actually know where you could have bought this, to be honest. I got it second hand, I think, wherever I bought it, but I don't know where you would have bought it initially.
Well, Spotlight Super Cheap Auto are on the back. Don't ask me if you could buy it there, but they're on the back.
Quite a nice one, if I recall. I want to do one.
Go for it.
It's the Lord of the Rings, the Trilogy Monopoly. A really nice one. The pieces are really nice.
Yeah.
The hotels, houses. It's in terms of like quality, this was definitely up there.
The hotels and houses are specifically designed for this one. They haven't just like recolored the standard shape, which I think is really nice. I'm doing another one. So another one of our Star Wars ones, but this is the longer box and it's the limited collector's edition.
And this is also a really nice one. The piece that comes with like metal coins, the hotels and houses have actually been changed.
Yeah.
So definitely of the nicer editions.
Definitely.
I find the older edition Monopolies are a lot nicer quality, where a lot of the new ones these days are a bit cheap. Take a look at the Space Jam one that came out recently. It's all just cardboard playing pieces.
We don't have that yet at the time of filming, but you want that one.
I do, but I don't want to pay $60 for cardboard playing pieces. That seems
I've seen it cheaper elsewhere. Shop around. We have the Las Vegas edition, one we haven't opened yet because we just haven't got around to it yet. We have so many.
Did I get that from like the markets? It's a weird thing to find in Australia.
I don't know, but there's pewter tokens in that one, which is quite nice.
Alright, look, it's Monopoly. It's Advanced to Boardwalk. It's Monopoly Advanced to Boardwalk.
This is like the newer release of it though. There is like an original old version of this you can... older version that you can pick up.
I think we did have the older version at some point. It's almost identical looking, to be honest.
It's the same game, just it's been re-released.
Yeah.
Do you want to do this?
Alright. Here we have one of the DVD Monopolies. It's Monopoly Tropical Tycoon.
Which I actually quite like.
It plays similar to like Atmosphere and Kufa and Nightmare.
In the way that you have to use the DVD, look at the television, and then it kind of tells you things to do throughout the game.
It dictates some certain actions and things, so...
The only issue is that it is more than 3 players, and there's only 2 of us, so...
Which is annoying, because the DVD could be a player or something, but...
We have kids, but they're still just slightly too young for some of the games we have. Alright.
Hey look, it's Monopoly Empire. This is one that actually is pretty expensive to buy now, for some reason.
Really?
Second hand is $30-40.
Which is, okay.
Which is what we probably paid for or less.
I think we paid less new.
Yeah.
This is the gold. Sorry,
yes.
Gold pieces. There was a silver one as well.
I think which had slightly different companies.
Yeah, different brands, because each piece is from a different company.
And this actually plays significantly different than a regular game of Monopoly.
It does,
Pretty good though, actually. If you can get over the blatant marketing.
Yeah. Then we have another one we haven't really opened and gotten into yet, the Here and Now World Edition.
Oh, powered by BuzzFeed.
Yeah, there was a lot of different Here and Now versions. We do not have them all because there was more than they probably needed to be.
And they're not that interesting, let's be honest.
They're okay, but...
Yeah, I'd much rather like a Lord of the Rings or a Doctor Who or something like that. Oh, and here's actually a good one. Oh, it's
Heavy
Monopoly Live. It uses like
Yeah.
infrared or some sort of sensors to detect where you
like
are.
a big tower in the middle of the board.
Yeah, it actually works pretty well. We had the Battleship one too, and I ended up cheating on that one for Laura. She didn't play with me anymore.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
The Monopoly Live is better than the Battleship Live. Oh, for sure. I'm pinching one from you. Sorry.
Aww.
We have one of your most hated Monopolies. It's the Cheaters Edition.
So you're basically supposed to actually cheat throughout the game, you know, sneak extra money.
Yes.
Except I'm really quite perceptive and close-eyed and all that, so...
In other words, we pay attention to each other very closely.
Which means nothing happens and it is a really boring version. Actually, if I play with our sons who are a lot younger, I could probably, dupe them, but...
Probably.
And here's one that's just irritating because of the content. It's Monopoly for Millennials. So,
it's all like the on-trend millennial
yeah, it's
stuff.
like all these men in suits think it's what's cool and all that, and it's...
Then we have the Championship edition with the family game night logo. I don't really know that much about.
I think it
this
just
one.
comes with if you win, you get like a trophy.
Trophy.
I don't understand why it's a thing, but there you go.
Then we have the Officeworks edition. This is like a shop that we have here in Australia.
It's a stationery store that sells stationery, computers and things like that. So
it just has their store locations on the board.
Leg's going to sleep. I've got some space here now.
Put your feet down. Here's the other Hobbit one, The Desolation of Smaug. I'll probably get that wrong.
Was there a third Hobbit Monopoly for the Battle of Three Armies or whatever it is?
Five armies. I'm pretty sure there was, and I don't think I've got it. I think I've only got the first two, perhaps.
Hey, look, it's Ms. Monopoly. Another one that's just got bad idea written all over it.
We have reviewed this one, though, if you want to see that one in more depth. This is another one of the Here and Now World editions, but
the box hasn't sort of fared that well, has it?
Again, this one was one that was in the sun, I believe. Not a good place to store your board games, but...
And it comes with like an electronic deal button.
Oh, like the fast play deal button.
It's just a timer. Boo! One of Laura's favourites is Christmas Monopoly.
I like it when they combine two things I love. I love Monopoly, I love Christmas. How could you go wrong, right?
Yeah, so that was actually not a bad one for what it is.
This one was based on the Renovation Competition TV show The Block.
And this retailed for $89.95 when it came out.
Yeah.
Because there was a special golden ticket you could get to enter the competition to win one of the blocks.
One of the houses or apartments it might have been that year.
Apart from that, it is identical to almost a regular Monopoly. So these were on clearance for like $5 after the competition.
Yeah, so we picked it up well after. I wanted to add it to the collection, but not for that. Not for that price. No. Then we have one of the Simpsons Monopolies.
I think we've reviewed this and the regular, or only one of them?
Not sure. This is the electronic version. There is a normal one that's not electronic as well, which we do have.
Maybe.
I thought we had it.
Oh yeah, it's down there, I can see.
Okay, excellent. It's coming.
Oh wait, no it's not. Well,
no? I thought we had it. It's got to be somewhere.
It's the Australian Community Relief Edition. Almost like that puzzle we saw before.
Yes, so the jigsaw puzzle is of this particular release. This board is the puzzle that you do.
This was another one that was on clearance after sort of the
promotion with the charity ended. Yeah. This is another one of your ones.
It's Back to the Future. Great Scott. Haven't opened it yet. Was this one of the ones from Lincraft or whatever?
Might have been, yeah. This is the Trilogy Edition. I don't know if there's one.
I don't think there is. Let us know if there is and prove us wrong.
Yes.
Here we have the Melbourne
Edition. This is where we live, so we thought,
includes 6 exclusive tokens: football, horse racing, a tram, library, like a book, a spray can because of that graffiti alley or whatever, a cup of coffee.
Graffiti alley,
yeah. What is it? You know the one I'm talking about. All the people take their photos.
Laneway art, I believe, is, yeah. Then we have a Drill Cup Monopoly, which again is another company one. Presumably not one that was readily available to just anyone. It's
boring. We think we did a review on it on the channel.
We did do a review on it, yes.
You probably
check that out.
Now you've seen the box art, you probably know everything about it. We have Monopoly Jackpot, which I've seen once and never saw again for sale.
Yeah. We bought this at Coles Supermarket. Yeah, it's the only time we've seen it here in Australia. So of course we had to pick it up as a wheel and all sorts of different stuff that goes on with that one. We have Monopoly for Sore Losers. We've reviewed this one as well.
Yeah, that one was not nearly as bad as the Cheaters one, but still a bit broken.
I enjoyed it. Yeah, it changes gameplay a little bit, but not too much, but enough, that has that nice balance.
Did somebody say the Sampsons?
Yay, there it is.
So it's just the regular one. This came, I think, before the electronic one. It's quite nice.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else to say about it. If you like the Simpsons, you want to get.
Quite nice. Then we have another newer sort of electronic one. It's a bit dusty. Monopoly Voice Banking. We haven't played it yet.
Kill Flanders. My ears are burning.
Yeah, it's an interesting concept. I have no idea how well it works until we give it a go.
At least we don't have heavy accents.
Well, that's true. That could make it difficult.
Hey, look, it's Monopoly, based on the Mandalorian.
Yes, it is. It's got cardboard pieces as well, that one, which is a bit of a shame.
But I only paid $5 for it at the market, so I'm happy about that.
That's true. And it was new too, so bargain.
Ah, yes, Monopoly. Marvel Comics Collector's Edition, aka the only edition if I'm aware, but...
Maybe not.
I'm looking at the back, but... Yeah, I mean, it's a nice looking one, and if you're into comics and all that, then... I think this was brand new, and I paid $10 for it, apparently, which is probably not too bad.
Then we have the Neon Pop Monopoly, which is just really, really bright.
We've done a review on that one too.
Yes, we have reviewed that if you want to check that out. Then we have another company one, which is Mazda.
I think they do something with cars.
They sure do. I think you can buy the different models instead of properties in this particular one.
I want to say you can only buy this from dealerships or something.
Possibly, yeah. This is one of our biggest, heaviest ones, aside from
the
platinum. And this is the was it the signature? Yeah, signature token edition.
So they run a competition, well not a competition, but a vote where you could vote in your favourite tokens, and then they'd make a version with those tokens in it. But all the ones that didn't get in, they put all of them into this single edition. They
did. So yeah, it's the only place you can get the ones that were not voted in. So very unique. The minute I saw that was coming out, I was like, Nathan, we're buying that one.
$100?
It was $100 new, yeah. So not a cheap one, but definitely a good collectible one.
It's probably not one you're going to find secondhand that often.
Or not as easily.
No.
Yeah. Another Star Wars one. This is the Saga edition,
which is still actually a really nice one. Like the actual 3D pieces are actually nicely moulded, heavy and big.
Yeah, so not too bad. We're getting near the end. I promise. We have the Bunnings Warehouse Monopoly.
You have to be an employee at Bunnings to purchase this, though, I know, because I talked to someone who used to work there who could buy it at Bunnings.
Yes, so this represents, I think, both Australia and New Zealand, because Bunnings is in both of those countries.
Now, here's one we got from our honeymoon, too. I got it at Goodwill.
Yes, in America. Major League Baseball Edition. Nathan bought this one because we don't really have a lot of baseball anything here in Australia.
It's pretty low-key in Australia that I'm aware of, so this is definitely one that wasn't available in Australia, this particular version of Monopoly.
And something you knew would never find just out anywhere here.
Baseball!
Then we have the Brighton and Hove edition, which I believe is somewhere in
the UK.
Yeah.
It says Winning Moves UK Limited, so...
so it's just, like the Melbourne one. For us, it's obviously based on that particular area.
You have to let us know if you're watching from this particular location.
That would be cool, yeah. Let us know. Did it represent you well?
Another weird version.
And we have the, I believe it's Lancashire Edition. So...
pretty identical to the other one down there.
Yeah, same sort of thing, but for Lancashire.
Is this our last one down here?
This is our last one. I hope we haven't missed anything, because obviously the collection is quite big. We have missed something. We have a Monopoly mug.
Oh yeah,
as well.
We actually used it today. It's on the dish rack drying.
Yes, it is.
And it came from the show bag.
That was a great show bag.
That was a good show bag.
So last one is the Monopoly Meyer Commemorative Limited Edition. So again, another one of the store-based ones for Meyer, the department store here.
One of your favourite stores, if I recall, next to Harvey Norman.
Not really, yeah. Somewhere I don't enjoy shopping. It's just not my thing. Again, it's just got the locations of their stores on the board. So I think that's it.
That's a lot of Monopolies.
A lot of Monopolies. A lot of side things. Oh, you have a t-shirt actually as well. I'm quite jealous. Nathan has a Monopoly shirt.
The player. Let's get pusher.
I kind of wish I had some, a Monopoly t-shirt or jumper or something.
Well, there was a couple of women's ones, but it was Monopoly brand, but all I had was some dice on the front. So you couldn't even tell it was a Monopoly. It was a pretty crummy shirt.
Yeah, and you don't see a lot of, side Monopoly memorabilia here. There's things you can order from overseas, but then international shipping is expensive. Yeah. But yeah, this has been our Monopoly collection. It's surrounding us.
And if I look tired, it's because I am, because we're up really quite late now.
Yes, this has taken quite a while, but if you enjoyed watching this video, give us a thumbs up. Let us know in the comments section down below what your favourite Monopoly thing ever is.
Oh yeah, it could be a board, a particular version. It could be some Monopoly pens or something.
Yeah, we used to have a Monopoly pen. It could be a collectible. just a regular Monopoly. Maybe it's like one of the games that plays differently.
What are your most memorable Monopoly moments?
Yeah.
How many times did you get close to just strangling another family member or something?
Never done that. Hit that subscribe button and check back soon. We have videos every single Tuesday and sometimes some very long extras like this one.
Very long extras.
Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.